Ed Farragon with Ed Farragon Coaching. Thanks for watching the video today. Hey, I want to do a tip on relationships, of course, and this tip has to do with being present. Now, oftentimes I will do sessions with couples, and the sessions will inevitably, when we start tracing back in time when the problems or the challenges start happening, we can usually trace back signals that this was going to happen in the very beginning when a couple starts dating. Oftentimes people say they totally changed after we started dating or after we were together for a while or we got married. And the truth is that oftentimes we can actually see in slow motion things that were happening before that, but we were ignoring it. Now that's actually kind of normal. And the reason for that is this. Oftentimes, well, I would say most of the time, we're attracted to people like our parents, like our mom and like our dad, the best and the worst of both of those. So what that means is unconsciously we're reading somebody really rapidly and we're attracted to them for whatever reason. It's not always 100%, but just know that on average that happens. So let's say they do remind us of our mom or our dad. We're going to see the best of our mom and dad, and we're going to see the worst. Now, what did we do when we were little when the worst would happen? We would start putting coping mechanisms in place. I remember years ago, I was talking to this woman that I was dating. She was in actually another country. And one day I realized that she was talking about getting married, and we had just been dating for almost a month. And I was like, what in the world? Well, instead of shooting the messenger and making her wrong, I stopped and I went, well, what am I doing that might be contributing to that? And what I discovered is that I was already picking up on some of her language and her mannerisms. And I was unconsciously remembering that when I was a little kid, I used to say, it won't always be this way. And so I would future think that things will change in the future, not actually saying what was bothering me in the moment. So that was an epiphany. That was like one of those wake-up calls that changed every relationship I've had since then, whether it's a friendship or an intimate relationship. So it's really important we learn certain tools that help us to recognize whether or not this person is really aligned with our true values and what we really want in life. So one of the things you look for is a person very present? Are they present with you? Here's a couple signals. One is, are they looking all over the place? Do they get distracted very easily while you're talking to them? Are they able to sustain listening to you for long periods of time or longer periods of time without interrupting or jumping in there and taking over the conversation? Now, granted, we all need equal airtime, but I'm talking about the people that just seem to interrupt you every time and then they want to give you advice and all this other kind of stuff. So what I'm talking about is being present means, if I was sitting there talking to you in a coaching call, the world could fall apart around me and I wouldn't even know it because I'm so focused on what your needs are, what matters most to you. And that's the kind of feeling you want. You want the feeling like this person really is interested in me. They really get me. They're seeking to understand my needs and my values of what matters most to me in life. And there's a very distinct feeling. In fact, you could, when you're done with this video, pause for a moment and just think of people that really you love to be around, and chances are they're very present with you. They actually honor and respect who you are as a person, and they want more of it. So, and actually that's what I discovered many years ago when I started learning how to coach, that it was more fun for me to listen to what excites people than it was for me to tell my own story or give out a lot of information that was useless. So it's actually a really fun thing once you get used to it. All right, so presencing, that's the key. One of the keys. I'm going to give you another video here soon on listening skills. But for now, what I want you to do is practice being present yourself with people. Ask yourself, when you're listening to them, are you present or is your mind all over the place? Oftentimes, I will tell people, let's say I'm preoccupied with something and I can tell they're wanting to share something with me. They jump right in, they just start giving me the story, and I'll say, wait a minute. They might even be halfway through the story and I haven't heard a single word they say. What I'll do is I'll say, hold on, pause. I can tell this is really important to you. And what I'd like to do is talk later because right now I'm too preoccupied. I can't hear what you're saying. And even though it's a little bit different because they're not used to people talking to them that way, most people respect it because, especially if you follow up in an hour or 2 hours, whatever you agreed to, they think it's amazing that you actually were able to say, hold on, I'm not hearing what you're saying right now, I'm preoccupied. That really goes a long way with building trust. And that's, of course, what we're after for our great relationship. So think about presencing yourself. Think about what do you do that pulls you out of presencing. See if you're even available to hear somebody in the moments that they want to talk. And of course, one of the unconscious things we do sometimes is we go to people. Let's say we had an issue when we were little that we didn't feel heard or valued. We'll actually unconsciously seek out people, those same kind of people, to talk to, and they're not available. So I want you to challenge yourself to say, am I picking the right people to share things with when I'm upset or I need to talk or I need to sort something out? So hopefully that's helpful to you. Thank you so much. Please put your comments below and hit the like button if you're not always subscribed to the channel or to the Facebook group or to the Facebook page. And then if you would, this is super helpful for me. Write your relationship questions below and your biggest challenges and your frustrations so I can create videos that will help solve those problems for you and or to direct you to things that I've already built that I actually charge for, but that's down the road. Don't worry about that now. But some people, you may want that right now, so that may be an option. And the other thing I'll do is if enough people vote on a particular topic and they comment and they do all that, I'll add some text and a link in the upper area or below on YouTube in the comments area. I will add a video to something, or I'm sorry, some kind of training or a handout or a cheat sheet that's free that you can go get and download so you get more depth and more details about a particular topic. And I'll create one if I don't have one. So thank you again so much. Hope you found it useful. I look forward to the next one.